Hello Alex, here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. And that's the clean out in the basement utility area. Just kind of giving you a little orientation where we are at. We drop right into a fortified concrete pipe. Somewhat typical for the area that the house is in and the age of the house as well. This is a cast iron connector that we just passed. There'll be inlets in the pipe, other smaller pipes entering the line, and for whatever reason, well, it's the connector portion of it, right? So you need a fitting where a pipe can fit or enter into the pipe. So sometimes they use PVC, but in this case, like here, cast iron. There's a little bit of root growth coming in on that, and then there's another section up ahead that has a little bit of root growth. But for the most part, the concrete sections are good. You do have a little bit of buildup in the bottom of the pipe. You can almost see kind of like a channel, or I guess a channel would be the best way to put it, at the bottom of the pipe right there. Because of that, and because it is holding some paper products towards the end of the line, I am going to recommend that at some points in the near future you have the line cleaned. It's just a good bit of upkeep and maintenance, just regular maintenance. Here's our changeover. We switched to PVC, so plastic piping for the remainder of the journey. We're going to come up on a wad of paper here in a minute. I'm going to eventually clear it out. I'm gonna try to run some water to move it out of the way. You see that we're starting to hold a little bit of water. It does not take much for the line to get, I don't want to say blocked, but to hold water like this. I would imagine that the next time you run any kind of large volume of water, whether it's because of the clothes washer or the bathtub or shower, that this would get cleared out. It's not like it's embedded in there or anything like that. So hang in there for just a moment. If I had known that I was relatively close to the end, I would not have worried about it too much. It'll take a little, so I'm turning the water on in the utility sink, so it'll take a little bit for it to make its way down the pipe, 50 odd feet or so. Hang in there, almost there. And that is the city connection. And then again, another bigger mass of toilet paper right there. So for those reasons, obviously it'll be good to have this cleared out. No physical damage in the pipe that I can see. Everything is flowing for the most part as it's supposed to. And then again, so the water kind of coming through at that point. So no major issues, but then again, just for good upkeep and maintenance, clearing out the pipe would make a ton of sense. I'm going to keep the camera rolling as I pull back. You're more than welcome to watch the return journey. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm always happy to be a resource.